Welcome to the Software Testing Lessons Part 4. Now that we know how a software development process looks like, let's take a look at different process strategies to make it all work in a real-world scenario. There are so many different strategies we can talk about, but I'm going to walk you through the two major ones. The first strategy or methodology is called Waterfall model. In Waterfall model, all the stages of SDLC are sequential in order. That means only when one stage is completed, the next one starts. So first we'll complete planning, then analysis, then design, then development, testing, and finally deployment and maintenance. To a naked eye, this strategy looks very clean, structured, and organized. But is it not? Well, the answer is no. There were some serious drawbacks with this strategy that led to the evolution of Agile methodology. But still, what's wrong with Waterfall? Let me explain you. Say you have 3 months to complete a software product. You follow these structured steps one by one and finally finish the software release. But the customer found out some issue with the software and they are not happy. So what are you going to do now? Well, we are going to go back and fix the issue and deploy again. So the biggest red flag here is that the issue is found too late in the process. In Waterfall model, the value is realized only towards the end, and that is why we had to wait for the completion of entire feature to find out that it's not working. This major drawback led to the evolution of other strategies, and the one that we are going to talk about now is called Agile methodology. As the name suggests, the Agile strategy is supposed to be agile and flexible in nature. With this strategy, the feature will be deployed in iterations. And let's understand this by using an example of a cupcake. So for making of a cupcake, say you have following iterations planned. Number 1, working on the cupcake base. Number 2, making the frosting. And number 3, working on sprinkles and decorations. As you are working through each of these iterations, you will be getting the feedback. If the cupcake base did not turn out good, you will fix it, collect feedback, and move on. Similar process will be followed for frosting and decorations. The clear advantage here is that you don't have to wait for the entire cupcake to finish to test it, and instead you are testing it as it is being made and fixing any issues as they are found. And that is why Agile is depicted as circular loop in this diagram, which represents the loop of continuous feedback. To summarize, here are the major differences between Waterfall and Agile models. Number 1, Waterfall model follows a sequential and linear approach where next step follows only after the completion of previous step, therefore making it a very rigid model. Agile, on the other hand, is iterative and incremental in nature. Next, Waterfall model adds more risk to the successful delivery because here you get the feedback only towards the start and end of the entire process. This can significantly add cost of delay and rework. Agile, on the other hand, is less risky, and that is because of its iterative nature. You get frequent feedback and you get to correct issues as you find them. Because of the rigid nature of Waterfall model, it's difficult to adapt to the changing requirements, whereas in Agile, it's easier to course correct and adapt to the changes. And finally, as we have seen in the cupcake example, in Waterfall model, you get to see the value of product only at the end, but in Agile, you realize the incremental value. I hope this explains you the difference between Waterfall and Agile and why Agile is more widely adopted today. Keep watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.